It is after 9 attempts that India has won a test match at Edgbaston in Birmingham, and boy did they win it. It was their highest margin of victory in terms of runs in an away test match, and India has made this historic victory amazing for its fan and is the Shubhman Gill's era's first victory in test match cricket, and even Gautam Gambhir's second test match victory since joining as the head coach of the Indian team. In this video, let's break down what happened in the second test match between England and India and what were all of those records which were broken. So let's get started. Just like in the first match, England won the toss and chose to bowl first and were backing themselves to chase any total which would be set by India. The openers didn't give a good start as KL Rahul was dismissed early, and so was Karun Nair, who didn't score many runs. But Shubhman Gill was the star of the show as he scored 269 runs alone, and it was the highest test score by an Indian captain and also the highest score set by an Indian batsman in England. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ravindra Jadeja were the other contributors who scored 87 and 89 runs respectively, and even a good 43 from Washington Sundar proved to be good contribution as a support for Shubhman Gill's century, or rather a double century. The problem which India faced in the first test match, that is the tail not contributing enough, was definitely seemed to be covered in this game, even though Nitish Kumar Reddy didn't contribute much in both the innings, but Ravindra Jadeja and Washington Sundar played their part. India finished on 587 runs after being put into bat, and there were a few overs left in the day's play for the second day, and England lost 3 wickets in that time, and it was once again India who was on top after the second day of the test match. Harry Brook and Jamie Smith then stitched a magnificent 300-run partnership where Harry Brook scored 158 runs and Jamie Smith was stranded and left without partners on 184 runs not out, and England managed to score 407 runs and India had a lead of 180 runs. At one stage, England were 84 for 5 in the first innings, but that mammoth partnership took the game more towards England, but India still had the upper hand as they had a lead of 180 runs. The Indian openers didn't provide the best of starts, but Yashasvi Jaiswal scored a quick-fire 20-odd runs and got out, and Karun Nair once again made sure that he seized the new ball and made sure that Shubhman Gill didn't have to face the new ball as he lost his wicket in the 25th over. KL Rahul scored a brilliant half-century, and Shubhman Gill once again was the star of the show as he scored 161 runs, aggregating 430 runs in the test match, which is highest by any Indian player and second highest overall in test match history, only next to Graham Gooch's 456 runs in a single test match. Ravindra Jadeja once again scored a half-century and proved valuable as an all-rounder, and in this innings, Rishabh Pant also scored a brilliant 65 runs off some 62 odd balls and made sure the tempo of the innings was completely changed when he was batting. It was now up to the Indian bowlers as they set a target of 608 for England, and just like on the end of day 2, it was end of day 4 when India were bowling and some 15 odd overs were left, and they got 3 crucial wickets, out of which one was Joe Root, who is probably I think he's the highest test run scorer in test against India. So that was the biggest boost. And in the first innings, Mohammad Siraj got 6 wickets and Akashdeep got 4 wickets. And in the second innings, now on day 5, it was pretty sure that England would not go for a win, and since they had almost 550 runs to be chased in the last day with around 80 overs left in the game. 2 quick wickets once again from Akashdeep set the tone for India, and it was their bowlers who picked up wickets throughout, and England were bowled out before tea, and India won by 336 runs, and Akashdeep ended up picking 6 wickets in the second innings and picked up 10 wickets in the entire match. This was the highest win for India in terms of runs outside of Asia, and this was the first win under Shubhman Gill's captaincy, and we are pretty sure that in this series India is at least going to win one more game. Let's talk about some records from England's point of view. Jamie Smith's 184 was the highest test score by an English wicketkeeper, and his match aggregate was the highest as well. Even in the second innings, Jamie Smith scored a half century, and no other English batter seemed as good. But Jamie Smith was probably the best England batter in this series. Even in the first test match, he was looking fantastic. In the third game now, we are expecting Jasprit Bumrah to be back, and probably Jofra Archer will also come in for maybe Josh Tongue, because he was the one who was being targeted by the Indian batsman. So in my opinion, we can see Prasidh Krishna making way for Jasprit Bumrah, and it will be interesting to see if Karun Nair can keep his place. I feel his place should be cemented, because the job which he had to do was to see off the new ball, to make sure that the other batsmen were not facing the shiny ball, and that's what he did. He played 50 odd balls in both the innings and made sure that the first 25 overs India didn't lose 2 wickets. From the England side, I'm expecting Jofra Archer to be back, but I'm not sure if he'll be fit enough to play a 5-match test series. But England will definitely be desperate to win that game, because Jasprit Bumrah is going to be back. The selection of Kuldeep Yadav is going to be debatable, because Nitish Kumar Reddy and Shardul Thakur is once again going to be a toss-up, because Nitish Kumar Reddy was not used enough with the ball, just how Shardul was not used enough. But I think they might stick to Nitish Kumar Reddy because of his batting ability. Though we didn't see him bat much, he got only 1 run in both the innings. So we are very, very excited for the final game. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on this video, and I'll be uploading a video on the Australia-West Indies test match, the second test match, what happened there, how it was unfolded. And if you haven't seen the video of the first test match, I've put it here. Make sure you watch that video and then watch the video for the second test match to get the idea of what is happening in the entire series. So thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe the channel and hit that bell icon, as I'll be uploading new videos every week. Thank you so much.